Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Benjamin Bizimana. I'm the principal investigator for the project entitled Enhancing Educational Equity, Bridging the Gap for Deaf Learners Transition to Higher Education in Rwanda. The rationale behind the project, despite inclusive education policies, none of the 45 deaf learners who graduated from Rwandan secondary schools since 2019 have transitioned to higher education. This highlights a critical gap in understanding the real barriers deaf learners face during the transition. Therefore, the research seeks to influence policy reforms and raise awareness around inclusive education for deaf learners. The research builds on global lessons but also addresses a unique and under-researched Rwandan context. Methodologically, the research used a qualitative approach that involved key informant interviews. The participants included 45 secondary school deaf graduates, 2 policymakers, and 2 advocacy groups members. To sample the participants, purposive sampling was used, and to analyze the data, thematic analysis was used to identify recurring issues around the transition barriers and policy gaps. The key findings include ill-preparedness of deaf graduates in academic and social skills, untargeted entry requirements, and the lack of inclusive transition framework, lack of information about the tertiary requirements and services in sign language, inadequate support systems in higher education, for example, lack of interpreters and inclusive teaching, and the policy implementation gaps and insufficient individualized support plans. Based on these findings, key recommendations were made, including training of educators and support staff on deaf education and inclusion, recruitment of sign language fluent teachers across education levels, ensure assistive technologies and interpretation services are available in higher education, monitor inclusive implementation using measurable indicators, and the creation of awareness and mentorship programs targeting deaf students in secondary schools. Thank you very much.